When I knew she was like my type of vibe, we were at the Stud Buds party. She had her little section.
Wait, hold up. You was at the Stud Buds party?
I did go to the Stud
And you didn't call me for the stud? I am a stud. I am a stud. And I am your bud.
If you were my bud, I would be on that boat. I'm never letting it go.
I'm saying, I think this was a mutual disrespect happened.
We did pull up after the game. The Stud Buds party was that, yeah.
Wow. What's up?
I love how energetic you are. Like
I'm on Celsius.
I am on caffeine and it's not working. Like, I drink a gallon of this a day and I don't even know how many gallons per day the past 4 or 5 days has been, but it's not working, Sam. And if I try to yell, there's no voice.
You should try Bloom. Have you tried Bloom?
Is that the mushroom coffee?
No, it's some new energy drink. We're obviously endorsing products that aren't paying us, but I swear by it. I love it.
If I were to do an energy drink, it would be Red Bull because I want to be one of them little Red Bull athletes jumping from the buildings. You know how I am.
Oh, Red Bull's like, it makes me jittery.
Well, sometimes I just want to feel. Sometimes I just want to feel. Right now, I could just use a feeling right now. I don't feel nothing. I feel it tastes good, but like I'm sure it's giving my baseline, but shoot.
I mean, we both, I guess this is a great place to start because we both were at WNBA All-Star Weekend for the entire weekend.
Some of us were on a boat. Some of us weren't. Oh.
Did you get, I just didn't think you would come on the boat.
Why would you not think I would come on the boat?
I'm not gonna say high maintenance because that's not the word, but I just feel like things I would want to make sure everything was covered.
It's like you've known me for years. I don't like any minor inconveniences. I don't. Yeah. But when my people though.
And this was like
chilling.
I met this dude when I was here doing shows, and I ended up randomly going to like this. I'm a adventurous girl. Yeah. Okay. So like when I'm on the road, I'm by myself. After show, I'm on a bit of an energy high. And usually I end up in random places with fans. I know it sounds very weird, but it happens.
Not weird if that's your cup of tea.
You see what I'm saying? This is how I have friends all over the place.
Period.
So I was there and my girl's birthday's coming up.
Period.
She's a Leo. It's Leo season.
She's the only Leo I might like. The only one.
And so she wanted to do a boat thing. And I was like, oh, I know a boat guy. But like, this was like, it was a nice boat, but it was like a hood boat. You know what I'm saying? I
love a hood boat.
It was hood boat.
I do love a hood boat.
We were smoking
as long as we make it on the boat, I'm good.
Yeah, no, we were good. But I'm like,
what else you need from me?
I can't have Ari around backwoods and
I literally went to Southeast Valley High School. Be so for real. Be so for real. I'll be fine.
Next time I know. Next time you
on
the hood.
Unless you try.
You on the hood boat next time.
That just defines also as like going where the wind blows you, I was in the bed, Sam. I ain't gonna hold you.
I know every night I hit you up like, what's up? Where you at? And you would just send me a picture laying on a pillow.
With the bunny in the robe. Because we did have a robe.
My girl threw like all the premier gay parties and she was like trying to get all my friends to come, and she was like, "Tell Ari to come." And I was like, "I don't think Ari go outside." That's what I told her. I said, "I don't think she go outside."
See, here's the thing. It's not that I don't go outside. It's just that the way All-Star is set up for me is like, first of all, it's hour by hour something, which I love. Blessings on blessings. And I love that the W has so much going on. However, when you do that much talking, that much straight, my voice is not naturally like this. It felt like when I saw you at the Together party, Sam, it felt like somebody was punching my throat from the inside.
Damn.
My vocal cords were bruised.
Well, you do run them streets. I text you. I said, you run these basketball streets.
And
several people came up to me like, I see what you're doing with Ari, and I like it. She's the best. And I was like, all right, okay. Ari got the clout.
You know what's crazy? I didn't realize how many mutual friends we had. Like every time, like shout out Jamel Hill, shout out Joy Taylor. Those my people. And I'm like, they're like, you don't love Sam. I was like, I already do. Even though she leaves me off a boat. Anyway.
Yeah, so we went to different events, but I think we picked up some of the similar vibes.
Yeah.
It was an interesting All-Star Weekend.
It always is. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I don't think I've ever been this like in it. Like I've gone.
Welcome.
I've gone, but I don't think I've ever been this in it. I had 2 events. Of course, the Together event. I did my own comedy show.
You were marqueing it all up in Chicago.
I was in it. I was in it, and being in it, I was catching tea, spilling all over the place.
That is the W. It's, sometimes she gets messy, but we reel her back, but we let her go. And as more people come in and it's being streamed, it's just is what it is.
It's it felt like a corporate retreat. Like a messy corporate retreat.
Corporate retreat is nuts. I mean, I guess no low key though. It might be.
That's how it felt.
Have we been swindled into like this
think so.
corporate retreat?
It felt like that. It felt like a corporate retreat where people are drinking who don't normally drink. Things are getting said that shouldn't be said.
I feel like everything that said was intentional. I feel like everything that was presented to the public was presented to the public with intention. And I think just sometimes the whole public is watching, and that's fine. That's fine. But shout out to the stud buds with walking around here and making more money than all of us with that blue hair. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to the stream, bringing a different vibe to the weekend.
Hours. Last year, you probably don't remember when Kathy, the commissioner, Kathy Engbert, was dancing the Nuck If You Buck with the stud buds, and so we thought we were gonna get it maybe a repeat or something like that. But it was lit, the whole 72-hour stream. Everybody's getting into it. Some hot mic moments happened.
Some definite hot mic moments.
You know what? But it's okay. We go past it.
Yeah. But yeah. Also, I think people gotta chill. Give people a little grace. I feel like they were super hard on Jonquel, and I was like, man,
come up off my bra.
Yeah, it was like, man, I think you can have respect for your team. You can have respect for the vibe, and you can also have opinions about the game. And
I agree. And it's
2 things can be true.
And if my group chat got leaked, that would be over for all of us, for real. So obviously she's over here talking, but she doesn't. You're not just thinking you being surveyed. You're not thinking you're on surveillance. And so shout out to her for cleaning it up and getting MVP because. That trophy case looking right. She's winning the category.
If we're gonna go there, let's go there and let's talk about the game. Bad.
Sam.
It was terrible.
Sam.
The game was awful.
Yes, I can acknowledge that it was terrible, but I'm always gonna protect my team.
Do what you feel you must.
Yeah. And sometimes I must be the one because they already play a compact schedule. They just kind of want to chill. They want to be on the vibes. They want to be lit with all of us, clearly. And so it's let them come up off it. However, I think But there's a rebuttal, bro.
Yes, because I agree. If that's what it is, like I said, it's just some chill corporate treat type shit. Cool. Don't charge nobody for them tickets. Give them away.
Okay.
Give them away. Okay. Don't have people paying good money to sit there and watch that. That was bad. I didn't even know how they determined the MVP. I said nobody played. Okay. How you gonna have a most valuable player of a game that nobody played? Y'all really playing in our face. Okay. I love Jonquel, but come on. Let's pull up her stats. What were these MVP stats?
There are no stats in this right now that I can retrieve. However, yes, 19,783 people witnessed it in person. But yeah, the game was, it was a little
bad.
Okay. And it's kind of great to see your faves in person now. Just put yourself in a little Sam. Little Sam. 5'2" Sam.
All right, then I want Harlem Globetrotters. Duke Tricks.
You know what?
Duke Tricks.
Right. What? John Dunk.
Yeah, that was dope.
You want more of it. You want more of it.
Give me more of that.
You want a Harlem Globetrotter type.
If it's going to be a loose game like that, I want to see some cool ass passes.
I agree.
Just give them something. It was just kind of they were just we here.
Is now the time to be well, then maybe, Chelsea Gray should have been on that floor. Y'all want some cool passes? There you go.
Yeah.
No, but I feel you. And I do think that there needs to be a healthy balance of having fun and not putting yourself at risk for injury.
Yes.
The funniest part though was when Asia accidentally blocked Angel, because why?
Yeah. That was.
She said,
funny.
I didn't even mean to do that for real.
She was you don't really block, and that's true. You don't really be blocking people and going super hard at the All-Star. You know what I mean?
But you want them to go something.
Something honestly, and I know she catches a lot of flack, but this moment for me. It was like, at least Caitlyn came out and started the game like a game. It was like, all right, you're playing with some intensity. You trying to make it feel like something. You know what I mean? Because it
was funny watching her be the only one playing defense.
Yeah.
I'm like Cece.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
she was draining them and going back on defense.
I was like, yo, she's the only one pressing this ball right now, for real.
No, but you know what? I think it should be set up like maybe the first half you play, and then the second half you just turn up. And I think that could be really cool. But also, if you turn it up for 3 days straight and being literally with your friends, like, you know.
Hey, you got to figure it out. I mean, everyone's turned up. So even if you turning up based on the level that everybody was turned up. So it should, to some degree, balance itself out. But I just think, like, to make the weekend feel whole and just, like, for the fans, you know what I mean? Like, for the fans, for the people that really are buying tickets. I had friends who, like, paid money, you know what I mean? And they were like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just to balance out the weekend for the fans, you got to give them a game at some point, even if it's the fourth. You got to give them a game at some point. I also just think we need more in the skills challenge day. It's a very...
like the day of it, or the skills, like actually the event?
The event itself. I saw someone on Threads. It was like, yo, I was there. It was an hour in. They said it lasted an hour. They was like, I would have rather watched the mascots play spades. And I thought that was pretty funny.
But you know what? No, okay, yes, and. You know, here I go reeling it back. What I loved about skills was the 3 generations.
Yes, that was dope.
That was fire. I think it's really fire when you can acknowledge the legends of the game. You got Elena back on the court. She's still got it. So like, hey, Elena, you want to pull up?
That was dope.
To, you know, pull up. Yeah. Anyway, but then you have the current generation. Then you have the next generation, because EYBL was at the same time. That was fire to me.
No, that was dope.
Like, that was fire.
And the 3-point contest is always cool.
Shout out AZ Fudd.
My pick.
The only rookie. You know ball. I don't know how to properly dance, so that was weird.
Bomb.
Yeah.
But yes,
period.
That was dope. I really appreciated that. But I do think, okay, hear me out.
What?
Because I don't mean this disrespectfully.
Don't do it.
And I don't mean...
It's brewing. I see your little eyes. I see your little beady eyes.
And I don't mean for like the game, but for the skills thing.
What, Sam?
Lower the hoop and let them dunk.
No.
Lower the hoop and let them dunk.
No.
Lower the hoop and let them dunk. Lower the hoop and let them dunk.
You know, at this point, I want
just
y'all
a little bit. Just a little bit.
At this point, y'all all need a dunk league. Okay.
Just a little bit.
How about you lower rims at the league that you make? You got the money.
Just a little bit.
Make a league.
Just for that.
Make a league. Make a league. Make a league. Make a league. Make a league.
Not in the game.
Make a league.
But for the fun of it, we out having fun, right? Everybody getting drunk, having fun. Lower that rim just a little bit. Let some dunks pop off. That wouldn't be fun.
Make a league. You know,
I knew you wasn't gonna go for it.
No. I hate that.
That's why when I talked to you on the phone, I didn't mention it. I said, I'm gonna save it.
Sam calls me at 2 a.m. and she's like, I'm feeling creative. I'm like, okay. Anyway, she did not mention these dunks at 2 a.m.
No, I knew
that
better.
That would have awakened. I would have awakened.
I said, nah, let me say that for the pod. Just a little bit. Let them dunk.
All right, Sam, we're not going there.
All right, cool. Well, bring the trampoline out. Something.
The trampoline would be fun. However, just imagine if you missed that thing. I'm the clumsy one and just miss it and get hurt. Let's not have our greatest athletes on the planet get hurt. They got a whole season. They're already back in practice.
Yeah, no, that's true. They're right back at it, and you gotta have respect for these women. They do put it all out on the floor. Mm-hmm. They play hard all season, and I have a high level of respect for everybody who plays the game. So I do want to say that. But
we know.
Give us a game.
Okay. Yeah, so you want a competitive game.
At some point.
And at some point, you're going to make your own dunk league so you can see them dunk.
Side dunk fun. It's
dunk. Great. I love it.
It's dunk fun.
Yeah, that's great. That's
it's
great.
not like because you're not skillful enough. It's like, let's just have fun. Like, let's be launching them off the backboard. You know, dunk fun.
Yeah, dunk fun. Did you stay for the halftime? Did you see Tyler?
I did. Okay. I did. I thought that was cool.
Great. Okay,
I did. Yeah. No. I thought that was cool.
I was over there watching Ellie because that's really what matters to me.
Yes. Ellie really is the diva of the league in a way.
Girls could never.
In a way that is wild. Never. I saw those other mascots. They were working hard. They were really putting effort in. They really were trying to get that attention. Yeah. And at one point I saw Ellie, she was laying down. fanning herself.
As she should.
As they milled about.
She runs the girls. Ellie really runs the girls. The girls could never. But you know who I like? Her little bestie, Sky. Sky and Violet, they're cute together. They're like in the they gave the girls Destiny's Child Realness at Barclays.
I like that.
I thought they were going to bring it.
I think she's got a crew.
Yeah, like Ellie
and
her besties. It's very cute for them.
But it's giving Mean Girls, in my opinion. That's just what I see.
But look, Pax was over there bouncing around. He's very bottom heavy, so he was just bouncing around.
You already know how I feel. You already know how I feel about those ones.
Yeah. The ones who aren't Ellie and friends.
I'm not a fan.
No, but you know what Ellie would give I don't think anybody else can give like her a nice nasty pump. I love a nice slow pump up and down that court.
She has the greatest fits.
And
she has the greatest
walk.
Plus
we matched head to toe on the carpet, and I can't tell if it was iconic or embarrassing.
Oh, Ellie, you and Ellie had the same fit.
But head to toe.
Could we get a split screen? Who wore it better?
Ellie definitely wore it better. like, don't do me because I don't like to lose. But I had a head to toe custom. I chose a black woman designer. She made it from the ground up for me, and it was dope because it was like a rib corset. I'm thinking it's denim with the cream.
This is on the orange cover.
Cream collar. Mad cute. I'm thinking I'm original. I have my little Coach tabby. It was like cream because shout out to that partnership. Then I look at Eleanor. And she had a denim.
Oh,
blue
shit.
denim custom.
From the same black woman?
No, but with a Coach tabby.
Ooh.
That was also cream, but hers was the embroidered, like the graffiti one.
Oh.
I was like, you would just take it up a notch.
She stepped it up.
Because not only because the girls never, I am the girls, and so I'm just at this point. Why compete where you don't compare? And I was just so embarrassed. Actually, I answer my own question there.
You got to get your get back.
I do, but how?
You gotta get an inside scoop on what she's wearing next. You gotta find
so
someone.
So I can match her again and lose again. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, this is like
steal her man. Isn't she? Isn't she dating somebody?
Was it the Aces mascot?
It's one of those.
Oh yeah,
get
the Aces
that.
mascot kind of saw.
See, scoop that,
Ellie.
Scoop that,
Ellie. Competition so real, but we had our own shining moments.
Yes, we did. We did our first live podcast.
I'm riding down Chicago streets and I see a big Sam J face, and then I ride like 2 more feet and then I see my face next to Asia Wilson, and I'm like, oh my God, we've made it.
We've done it.
It was crazy.
It was cool though.
Everybody was so happy. First of all, you have so many fans. You think that like these basketball streets I run, like you run these streets, period. And everybody's like, oh my God, you on the show with Sam J? I gotta get a ticket. Great. I love that y'all love Sam. I love that. I too love you. But that was fire.
No, it was super dope. I really, really had a good time. I didn't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Like, especially like, I don't know, with those kind of live podcasty, you just don't know what the vibes. And also, it was a little bit of some heavy topic, would you say?
Yeah. So like we started off with CBA, right? Like so it was already starting out with like, women fighting for what they're worth. And I thought that like Terry and Alicia did a great job of like depicting the journey of that and like showing like, you know what, they have been fighting. Alicia says she made $30,000 her rookie year as a professional athlete in the most popular women's basketball league in the world. Which is nuts, like
wild.
But they went in that war room from that CBA. It's gone increasingly up. They've had like 3 CBAs since then. However, they got my guy Dwayne there.
Yes,
we had Asia, who I wish were my best friend because we are so similar. And then Sue that I accidentally called Suzanne on the stage.
Did you?
I called her Suzanne behind closed doors. And so I was like, Suzanne. And I was like, this is now she knows. Well, but yeah.
Sue was fitted too.
She always
The outfit was fire.
Always.
I was looking. I had to see if I could find those glittery shorts. Those shorts was fire.
So you love a bedazzle moment.
I usually don't. Honestly, I usually don't. But she did it perfectly.
You know what that means? That means Suzanne is an influencer.
She's an influencer. She's an inspiration. When you see me glittering,
when you see me shining, it's because of Sue Bird.
You know where I got it from.
And then Asia was just chilling. We had just come from a junior WNBA like right before, and so like I feel like literally I spent all my days with Asia. But it was dope because it was like Obama's foundation.
Oh yeah.
Like Obama's like, oh my God.
Right.
Help.
Right.
Thinking is hard. Anyway, we came from there and it was great. The kids got gifted A2s and it was just
that's dope.
Cute. And then before that, I introduced Obama. I got a hug, y'all.
I was about to say, Obama was out there.
I have peaked.
Jelly, you didn't call me for the Obama hug.
You know, I could. They didn't tell me I was announcing him. Yeah. Listen, I got in there and they were like, I was like, I have a heart out of this because my schedule was like back to back to back. And they're like, you actually don't have a heart out. You won't be able to leave the building. I was like, what do you mean? And it was then I clicked out. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to share a stage with the president. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this is
you not out till he out.
They said, actually, girl, you do not have a heart out because how are you gonna leave? Secret Service is right there lining the building.
Yeah.
And then he talked to them kids and one of them fell asleep and he kind of like made a joke out of it. He was like, this is just exactly what it's like at the Obama table. And I was like, you know what? Michelle be running that house, doesn't she? And she does.
Now that's dope. And seeing John Cole playing basketball with him on my feed was fire. It just felt like a really like, it was a really cool weekend. It was a really, really, really cool weekend. I definitely did too much.
Yeah, there's something for everybody, and just like WNBA All-Star, I know, it gave everything.
We're in Atlanta, and we talked about it on the pod, the live pod, that, you know, when you asked me what was my first splurge, and I told you I threw $5,000 at Magic City. Yeah. That was the first splurge of me when I felt like I made some money finally. And we're in Atlanta, which is where I live, and you're here. And I was like, hey.
I am in Atlanta.
Right. And I said, hey, like, are you leaving early? And you were like, absolutely. I'm getting out of here ASAP. And I was like, how are you going to do that on Magic City Monday?
There will be other Mondays. It's every single Monday.
I don't know. I think you're here now.
Yeah, I think it's so cute.
Carpe diem.
And Rocco is at home waiting for me. And I need to get back to my little Yorkie. I miss him. I miss his little bad
strippers got dogs.
And that's fine. That's great for them. But Mr. Rocco, when I return to him and he plots on my life, like that's my head. That's not your head. Like, so I'll catch you next Monday, the Monday after, and the Monday after. Atlanta ain't but like an hour flight away.
All right, I got you. I'm gonna hold you to it. But I understand, because my cat's been yelling at me like fucking crazy.
Yeah, but you know you should be afraid of that one because cats can actually kill you. They're so independent, and I'm like,
yeah,
I can't even.
He does do his own thing.
But we need to bring All-Star to Atlanta. I think that should be the next location.
I mean, that's what the streets are saying. That's what the whispers are, that it will be here. It will be. If you thought Chicago was messy,
but that's what makes All-Star great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine a Stubud stream the entire time. Imagine our show live, they would really pull up. I mean, they pulled up, they started out there, but like they would really.
The Stubud stream in Atlanta is crazy.
Yeah,
because this is the land of the studs.
So they would have a lot of buds.
They would have a lot of buds.
So many buds.
So many buds.
And then Angel would just continue to do things that we couldn't even dream of. Shout out to her and that Barbie. She's the first black WNBA. Like, she's to have a Barbie. Like, I saw so many little girls holding those little.
I thought it was really cool.
I was like, oh my God, it made me so emotional.
Yeah,
I don't mean to make things serious, like from the Stubud Magic City stream, but I'm like, oh my God, Angel's still making history. And what was dope about it, you know, she came from Chicago, and you saw the billboards of her still there. I'm like, dang, Chi-Town Barbie can also be ATL Barbie, and then her team gets behind it, so now she can actually use Barbie legally. I'm like, bruh. That's what you get to have a team of all women, because Janine holds it down.
No, I thought that was super dope. It really did. It did warm my heart. You know what I mean? It was just like, it's so cool that like young black girls have all this representation of themselves, like in the world, you know what I mean? And around, like, I remember being a little girl and having Barbies, and like, it was like a black Barbie drop. It wasn't like, it wasn't just there. It was like, oh, they're gonna do like a black Christmas Barbie. Like, you gotta get it. And it especially wasn't being reflected of like black women that were actually out in the world doing things. Yeah. So I just thought it was just so cool to see that, and see like how into giving that energy to the young girls that were out there she was. It was really dope.
And then the pink hair with the pink fit. I said, you literally don't miss. You look like the money you make. And I love that for her.
And I like that she still like brings it on the court. I like that you really get to see the duality in her, you know, like who she is off and then who she is on the court. And, you know, I think like, you know, unfairly the league gets a lot of criticism, or it gets called a gay league or this or that. And it's like, you know, it's a league, a mixed league of all types of women. And you can carry and embody femininity and sexiness, and then you can be a dog on the court. Like that is a thing.
You can be a walking double-double, the league's top rebounder. You can set all these historic marks for it. And do it while wearing pink hair.
Yeah.
And a pink gown going into the
right,
thing.
100%. And so I just appreciate that energy that she brings, and she really is a vibe. You feel it when she's around.
She is a vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
When I knew she was like my type of vibe, we were at the Stud Buds party. She had her little section. It was cute because like everything else was crowded, and Angel had her space.
Wait, hold up. You was at the Stud Buds party?
I did go to the Stud Buds.
And you didn't call me for the stud? I am a stud. I am a stud. And I am your bud.
If you were my bud, I would be on my boat. Never letting it go.
I'm saying. I think this was a mutual disrespect happened.
We did pull up after the game. The Stud Buds party was that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But the point was Angel in her space. And I love that. I love that she's protective of her space. Because they got me. It's funny because they walked in, they were like, Ari? And I was like, yes, y'all have 30 minutes with me. They got me for a little longer than 30 minutes. I was proud of me. Maybe I am particular. Leave me alone.
I think you might be particular. That's all right. That's all right. It's okay to be particular. Whoever's loving you, they get how particular you are, and that's all that matters.
Okay, then now you have everybody in my business, which they should not be. They should never give that. We're going to head on over to track and field because at least we can divert attention because the USATF Outdoor and Para-National Championships happened this weekend.
Yes,
and our girl Sha'Carri, 10:77 winning time in the 100, which her PR is 10:65. So come on, you got this, Bookie. She's showing out.
I mean, I knew it was going to go down because she was at the Liberty game hanging out with Ellie right before that. She was turning up. The nails were together. The fit was fitting. I was like, nah, she about to pop out. You know what I mean? Like, you can always tell when someone's out before like a big moment and they're just chilling. You're like, nah, they in the zone.
They in the zone.
It's go time.
But Ellie gave Sha'Carri greatness. And honestly, Ellie sprinkles good. I mean, JJ, MVP.
Come on.
You know, like, it is what it is. Ellie's the magic in that.
Gotta go get you some of that Ellie good vibes before you step out to anything big. And Sha'Carri definitely did that, and then she definitely showed out.
With her when I tell you, all I could pay attention to was her nails. Like, they were the print, and they were 3D imprinted. And I was like, yes, Carrie. And then the orange, she laid down. Whenever there's a bright color that's giving electric, and when I think of electricity, I think of bolt. When I think of bolt, I think of track. You see the. Oh, you thought I was gonna keep spinning.
I did. I was like,
you ain't like that.
I love when we show up authentically as ourselves, like any version of that. You know what I mean? I think it's just dope when people show up as they are and allow themselves not to be defined by the thing, but they kind of allow themselves to show up in the thing and take up the right type of space. Yeah. And I really think she does that. So it was just super dope. It's always super dope to see her excel and succeed. You know what I mean?
She has a redemption arc, right? She's battled injury, she's battled personal situations that could have easily derailed somebody, but she keeps all that energy and she focuses on the track. I think she's another athlete that's like very, very misunderstood by the public, by the media. And I will never forget this. A couple years ago, I went to Diamond League Classics and a fan was like, Sha'Carri. And she was like, it's Sha'Carri. And I love that. Correct them every time. Yeah. People could see that as rude, but she's rooted in her identity. People could see like the flashiness of the nails, the flashiness of the outfits, but that's her.
That's what I mean by just showing up authentically in a space and taking up the right type of space. Because I especially feel like, especially with us, when we get to certain levels of success, we get in these weird spaces with each other where we're like, well, you're not supposed to act like that, and you're not supposed to talk like that, and you're not supposed to dress like that, and now you doing this. And so suddenly you're supposed to be like a different person. Yeah. And I just don't agree with that. Yeah. And I think it is more important in those spaces that you show up authentically as you are and representing authentically where you come from, if that's what you want to do. Period. Because all it does is create space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I used to go to SNL full do-rag, sit at the table with my do-rag on and just chilling. And I know sometimes people are like, yo, she's really walking in 30 Rock with a do-rag on. But I'm like, yeah, if I change everything I am to be in this building, then I'm not creating spaces for people who grow up like I grow up and are like me to be in this building. Yeah, I'm saying you got to be something else to be here. So I really just respect that she does not do that.
Yeah. I mean, all the track girls too, like you have the Sha'Carris of the world, but you also have the Gabby Thomases, which is like kind of like polar opposite personalities, and there's space for it all. Then you got the loud and out in your face like Tara Davis Woodall. Like, she's so fun. She, after one of her meets, we were out there and she was just was like, Liddy, and then a fan was walking by. She's like, "You want a picture?" And she just offers her energy to you. Then you got MESSIER Russell, who's honestly has every reason to be confident. The girl is gorgeous. She's fast. She's an Olympic gold medalist.
Yes.
And she knows who she is.
Right.
And she handles herself in a way that's very unapologetic. I like the unapologetic part of track.
Yeah, and they should be like that. I think in a lot of these spaces in sport and other careers, it's like we got to remember what defined all the stuff that came before us. It was defined by whiteness. It was defined by white society saying what was proper or what was okay or how one was to behave in these spaces. And so it's like we don't have to assimilate to that. At all. And now that we are fully in these spaces, the definition of what it is can change.
And growing up, I remember looking at FloJo like, dang, that one sleeve, like that one leg sleeve is fire.
Yep.
Dang, your hair is fire. You know how all the 90s girls, the 80s and 90s girls had that like, I don't know how they achieved this with their hair, but it was like that loose curl, but like kind of teased out, half up, half down, real volume situation. She was laser focused that them nails were right. And you knew she was about to terrorize everybody on that track and do it by looking so glamorous.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff, these definitions came from a place of privilege and a place of elitism, And I think that surpasses color. You think about like Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding, it was a lot of the same things. Like aside from the mess that happened, a lot of the same type of things were being played out. And so it's just kind of dope as we see just more diversity in sport through just, gender and ethnicity, that it also can look more diverse out there.
Absolutely. And then speaking of diversity, what about body diversity? The para track and field championships were this weekend. And Beatrice, who is a friend of the pod, we collectively gave her, the blessings along the way.
Good
she
juju.
won the T64 long jump national championship. So that means our girl's a champ again.
What's up?
That means Love Island, whatever she was doing there in Fiji that she told us last week, worked.
The little bit of working out she got to work out, and then coming home and locking in.
Nice. You go on a reality show and don't miss a beat.
I think we gave her the vibes. I think she came.
We did.
We filled her up with the vibes to go out there.
We filled her up with the vibes.
Good juju.
Yeah.
Went out there and handled biz.
She did.
Super proud of her. Let's give her a round of applause.
We are our own sound effects. Go, Bea! Oh. I got carried away.
That was cool.
But you know how like the jumpers and they start the clap like Tara Davis Woodall?
Once a cheerleader.
Always a cheerleader.
Yeah.
I just, where are my palms? I introduced you to the palms and I deprived you of them the past 3 weeks. That is so crazy to me. But anyway, my best friend's a long jumper, and I'm like, all that sand, I can't be comfortable. But you know what? Shout out to their apparatus, because couldn't be me.
I don't know how anyone, because you're jumping against the resistance of the sand, I would imagine. I've never done it.
No. There's a board.
Oh, okay.
So you run. There's the runway, and there's a board, and it's a really touchy subject because of like scratching and fall. If your footwork isn't properly placed on the board, if you go over the board, it's completely disqualified. And so they have multiple tries to do it. You can scratch some. I mean, it's not
How
ideal.
wide is the board?
Oh, that's a great question. Anyway, beautiful question. But you run down the runway. That's why a lot of them like the claps, and so you speed like. Tara, for example, will start off slow and then build up momentum. And when it's the right pace, she'll start taking off. And then
you guys just kind of hit it at the right.
That goes to your footwork. And then you time out. So like you start on the board, you run backwards to time the footwork out. But then once you get used to it, you go. But there are so many juicy things where like some scratches and fouling that could disqualify a jump that would have otherwise been a winning jump, which is what happened to Tara this weekend. But it's really complicated. So you bounce off the board, and then it's kind of like you kind of air run and then hit a pike position and land. That's like proper form. It's crazy.
That's why they be like, okay.
But then there's also triple jump, which is a different event, but it's still into the pit. But there's a form difference of that. So. The jumpers are the jumpers. I wanted to do high jump in high school. I didn't want to do. The coach made me do high jump in high school. I was actually a shot putter.
Really?
I know. I'm strong.
I'm not saying.
I'm strong.
I'm not saying you're not strong. But
what you saying?
You don't got that shot put neck. They be having that neck.
Well, high school track is very different than pro. You do gotta have a strong neck.
They be having that neck.
Strong neck. I know that's right. But in high school, when I tried to high jump, I just would tumble on the mat, and it was just a failure. So like they have that big blue cushiony mat.
But that makes sense because then gymnasts and like cheerleading.
So the transferable skills that people don't know is like in tumbling, when you're cheering and you set for your tumbling, it's like arms straight up. So that helped me with volleyball, which should have helped me with high jump to like go up and arch over. But because back handsprings are like not that arch, that would be a tuck form. It's a long story. Anyway, to make a long story short, I ended up not doing that. The only track and field event I did was shot put, but now I do distance running with Nike. I'm running the After Dark half marathon. I won it last year. I love distance running. It's the only thing that makes me like not wound tight.
That's hugely on breathing, right?
Yeah.
And pace.
And not starting off too quickly. Like it's about controlling. Very
particular.
And choosing. Okay. I didn't know today would be like an Ari delayer. I mean, Sam, I'll be prepared next week to read you. What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay. I'll be prepared next week to read you. That's fine. Let's continue the magic that is women's sports because the AUSL had a championship, right?
Yes.
Right. And so with the championship comes a back-to-back champion in the Utah Talents. Yep. And the next guest that we have on our show is the MVP. Not the little one, just the big one.
Just the big one.
Okay. Jadelyn Allchin. Welcome to the show.
So what's up, Jadelyn? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
She's found the light and she's like all beaming. It's
yeah.
so
Yeah.
We're not doing as well as the MVP.
That's what I'm saying. We're doing pretty awesome, but not as awesome as you. How have you been feeling? Like, what are the emotions like this last 24 hours?
I think it's just full of every positive emotion I can think of. Just the past 24 hours for me, sometimes it doesn't hit me until later. So I'm still living in like, are we playing tomorrow? Like, what's going on? But it's been awesome being able to celebrate with my teammates and just know that how much of the season, how much work we put in.
I feel like you got to be so strict during the season with yourself and your dedication and your diligence. It's over. Like, what's your thing? Is it like, I'm going to go get a drink? Is it like, I'm about to eat like a shit ton of McDonald's? What are you doing? Just like, I can kind of let go now.
The first thing I thought of after we won, I was like, we're going to karaoke. Like, we're going to sing, we're going to dance, we're going to have fun. And like, we're going to truly celebrate just who we are and like what we've accomplished. So first thought in my head was karaoke.
That's awesome.
What's your song, baby? What's your song?
Oh my gosh. We did so many songs last night. It was so fun. I did Drift Away with one of our media people. We did Drift Away by Uncle Kracker and everyone was singing it. So it was fun.
Growing up, that was actually probably my karaoke song.
Yeah, it's a good karaoke.
It is such a great song.
It gets the people going too. So
what got you going this year? Obviously, the motivation from last year. You were a reserve player. Your name was Velcroed on your jersey, and then you said that your goal was to get it stitched on. I mean, I guess it's beyond stitch. So, what did the work look like making that transition?
Yeah. I think just the consistency of just thinking the game doesn't change, and that's true in every aspect in every sport. Like on paper, you got to score more than the other team. You got to do what it takes to just win pitch by pitch. So I think keeping just the mindset of, dude, yeah, I earned my spot being here, but it doesn't change how I play. It doesn't change. I don't need to do any more than what I've already proved myself to be. So trying to just remind myself that throughout the whole year was a big goal for me.
I think, so part of what makes a championship team is there's a level of buy-in and there's kind of like a one identity or, you know what I mean? Like one mission of sorts. What would you say that was for the Talents team? Like, what was the team's identity?
Our saying this year was built for this. We just bought into we're built for every moment, like hard, easy, whatever it may be. We know what it takes and what we need to do in order to succeed the way that we did. So in every day we just ended meetings like we're built for this. Win or lose, we're built for this. Like this is a lesson learned within itself, or this is a lesson of what consistency we need to accomplish.
I mean, you've been consistently great because the Talents obviously are back to back. But when you win you get a target on your back, right? Like the people are looking at you all like y'all are the competition. So how did you maintain that consistency? How did you wake up and choose being built for this every day?
I like to think of it as like a compliment. If we have a target on our back, like we're doing something right. And um just being in the mindset of pressure is a privilege as well, is like we have the privilege to go through hard things. We have the privilege to show up as ourselves. We have just the opportunity to showcase to the next generation what great softball looks like all around throughout the whole league. So just knowing, even though we have a target on our backs, again, the game shouldn't change and we know what we need to do at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. We just talked about the team's mindset, you know what I mean? But what was your mindset going into this championship series? Like, what were you telling yourself that you had to live up to, and what were you telling yourself to have such an impact on the game?
Honestly, the night before the first game, I think I sat down and plugged my computer into the TV and sat there, watched film throughout the year for an hour and a half, maybe. And so just going into the preparation of that aspect too, of just, I'm semi a nerd. So like I'm writing down all the stats. I'm writing down this and that for an hour and a half. I'm writing down what I've done personally and like what I might need to work on the next day. So it all goes into like the optional BP practices that we have too, and knowing my intentions with that, and knowing like the film that I watched last night, I know the intention of my practice and optional practice the day after. So I think a lot of preparation individually, like night before games, has helped too.
I mean, it absolutely worked because you had a 2-run homer in the first inning of game 2. I mean, that film session worked. So let's go from your mental to actually what you were seeing from the field. So what were you seeing from your plate?
Honestly, it was a good day for me. Just I felt like I hit flow. And it's hard to describe. Yeah. And some people don't understand what flow is, but like once you're in flow, like the ball moves slower, the ball looks bigger, like you're hitting a beach ball. And like if you have trusted your preparation beforehand, like with film, with group, like plans, we'll sit there and go through film and be like, hey, what are the lefties doing today? What are the righties doing today? Like what are we collectively gonna do to attack the pitch, to attack whatever we're seeing that day? And then I always give a big shout out to our coach Will. He preps me before every single at bat. I'll stand to him and be like, and if I don't know, I know that he knows how I play. So it's like, you tell me what to do. What am I going to hunt today? Like, what am I about to do into this box? Like, am I going to go halfway home, which is a different stance that I do? And like, and being able to trust what he's telling me, like it's indescribable to me. It's like I know that he's making me better day by day, and I trust in that more than I'm like, hey, I don't feel like my swing's great today, but he's like, no, you can do it. Like you got this. And so before every at bat, I make sure to make my stop with Coach Will, and like he gives me a little good luck rub on the helmet before every single at bat, and I like make sure he does it because I'm like, your powers are going through me. So it's been fun.
More sprinkle.
Exactly.
I mean, I think that's dope to hear, because the relationship with coaching, I think, is one of the most important relationships, and it doesn't always come together. Like, you having that relationship with your coach, was that always there for you, or did it take, some time to like build up that trust, or did you kind of walk in and kind of feeling like, nah, this guy's got it?
I think every day we kind of unlock just like a deeper connection with every single one of our coaches. I've been thankful to be with Coach Will since I played at UCLA. He was there. So I was able to have like Coach Lisa too. I had so many different people that I've had beforehand that have known just how I play. And again, like I trust them sometimes more than I trust myself. So, yeah, Coach Will. And then I had Brandon work with me at optional practice too. Like Coach Lisa's in there, Coach Bear, every day I feel like we're unlocking just a deeper level of connection, a deeper level of trust, and just know that we thrive off of just having fun. And so as long as we can keep it light and have fun, like sometimes I have to apologize to Will because I'll be a little brat sometimes. I'm like, I can't believe that happened to me. Like, why am I doing that? And he's like, okay, you're gonna get you're gonna get another at bat. I don't know why you're freaking out right now. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll talk to you next at bat. So it's been fun.
A lot of people don't know, like before the AUSL, there was AU, right? Athletes Unlimited. And it's very like point based, like based on your individual stats. But this is a team nature. It's going back to traditional, competition. So what element did you bring from how AU used to be structured to the AUSL now?
Yeah, I was only able to experience a single season with the AU points, and it was very different. I just
Yeah.
coming from my whole life being on a team and just working as a team, working as a collective goal, working just as one unit, and then going into just an individual point system. It was just a shock to me, and I didn't know how to just go about it. I think to me that transition was really hard mentally because I'm so used to pouring into other people, and I've never had to be like, wait, no, like we have to trust ourselves and we have to earn it for ourselves, like this and that. But it's been an awesome transition back into a team setting of moving as a unit, moving as like having one collective goal, the classic one team, one heartbeat, like going back into that role. I feel like I thrive a lot more because I just like working. I like team projects and I like working together.
The AUSL is experiencing a bit of a renaissance right now. How does that feel like when you're out there on the field? Like, is that tangible to you? Do you feel it?
Yes, especially having this year of our home bases and being in Utah and like creating a true traditional team setup of set locations and having a huge fan base this year at Utah. It was crazy. I honestly, one of the shocks to me, I didn't realize how big of a sports city Salt Lake was. And so, like, the turnout was crazy to me. So it was awesome being able to make those connections with fans and seeing just repetitive fans coming into lines and be like, we saw you yesterday, we'll be there at the games next week, like we only live 20 minutes away. It's awesome that like our city's able to have a professional softball team. So I just come at it with like so much gratitude because I mean, one of the big home bases that I saw this year too was at Portland, and that's a very heavy female sports city. So I'm just like, whoa, like we're the visiting team, and like when the games like turned out the way they did of us playing over there, it was like, all right, this is a neutral site, but like we're still selling out the stadium. Like it's just awesome to see the growth of the sport and know that we have done so much, but there's still so much more to do and so much more growth to have.
Mm-hmm. I love the idea of a renaissance, and I love the idea of still aiming for more. So as you navigate going from youth softball to like elite to college to now pro, what is the next chapter, or what is the current chapter you're in, and what are you aiming towards next? You say you have a lot of growth obviously for the sport, but I want you to look internally.
Internally, I think I have some goals of just playing internationally. I've always wanted to go experience the sport outside of what the norm has been, for me at least. And so being able to experience different cultures of softball and the way that they work and function is one of my goals. So possibly looking into like Japan, hopefully, or in the Mexico League, that's growing actively too. So kind of just continuing to play softball, hopefully year round at some point, and just taking as long as my body is able to, like I want to play for as long as I can.
Well, the show is called Everyone Watches Women's Sports. So who is one woman athlete that you've been watching, whether that be your whole life or now?
Oh my gosh, this is funny because this has been a frequent topic this past summer, but I used to watch Katie Ledecky growing up, and just the athlete that she is amazing to me. I say I did competitive swim. I did swim for like 6 years, but I was like 5 to 11. So I don't even know if that counts. But
it does.
Thank you.
Every stroke counts. Every stroke counts.
That's what I think too. And sometimes I'll literally pretend like I'm Katie Ledecky, and I brought my goggles this summer, and like we'll hit I'll hit the pool
All you need
every
is
once in a
goggles
while.
and chocolate milk and then a couple gold medals.
That's what I'm saying. But definitely Katie Ledecky's someone that I watched growing up on the TV, and I was like, she's insane. So just, yeah.
Well, we can't wait to continue watching you, Jadelyn.
Yes.
You hold it down for all those that just want to be excellent and bask in your greatness.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This was fun. Thank you guys.
I mean, Jalen's not the only MVP. You kind of nice with softball too. Y'all
Don't
know
do that.
Y'all don't know this, but
Don't set me up like
Me
that.
and Sam J been knowing each other, and we didn't realize we knew each other. Like, I guess we did because we were definitely talking back then. Like, but the MLB had us out.
Yes.
And in the softball tournament, but wasn't much of a skillful one.
No,
It wasn't.
It was a Juneteenth softball tournament in Alabama.
Yeah, it was.
It was put on by LeBron's company.
Uninterrupted.
Uninterrupted.
Yeah.
And you were there.
So I was supposed to play, and I told my agent, I was like, yo, you got me messed up because, like, when have I ever swung a bat in my life? So I finessed my way into hosting it.
Yeah.
With Hawks. Shout out to my co-host. But that was fun.
Yeah, I played, Little Role played.
It was a very bad game.
Stack was there.
Alicia Baumgartner was there.
It was a bad game.
It was terrible.
But I got 2 hits.
You did. You were about the only one.
I went home. I got on base.
You were literally the only one moving.
I got trained right before the game. I want you to know, I had no idea what I was doing. And one of my homies happened to be playing. I just bumped into him. He's like, Sam, you're on my team, and I'm nice at this. We're going to win. And I was like, cool, but I want to hit the ball. And he was like, all you got to do is, like, swing at it. Like,
What's the form?
this
What's the
way.
form? Yeah.
Like that.
Period.
He was like, down and up.
Down
He
and
was
up.
like, just go down and up, and you're going to be fine. And I did all right. I got MVP. I got the belt. I still got the belt.
That belt was nice.
The belt was nice. I still got my jersey. It's one of my only successful times in sport.
Well, you were MVP. You have a belt.
So I got
that's more belts than anybody else has.
I mean,
I don't have a belt.
you didn't even play.
Yeah,
but
I wanted a belt.
But you gave good vibes. I think you sprinkled a little juju on me.
We've been sprinkling this whole time. I love a sprinkle, a little sprinkle, razzle dazzle. But from softball to baseball, we have somebody so special coming up, Monet Davis. I am so excited to talk to her because she's been famous from as long as I can remember.
Yes.
And I could have used some of her razzle dazzle on either baseball or softball because I still am challenging.
Yeah, I just remember the black bat signal went up and they were like, hey y'all, we got one over there in baseball.
We got one.
And she tearing it up. I was like, it's time to pay attention.
Well, let's talk to her right now.
Well, I want to say, it's nice to meet you. I've never met you. And I just want to say hello. I'm Sam. It's a pleasure. I'm so glad that you're here. I know you and Ari kind of know each other already.
That's my bro. Run up and squeeze you and unravel in Philly. And you know, if you didn't know, not only because you literally play so many sports, but she's a hooper. I saw her unravel Philly, trying to kind of get you into basketball again too. Like, I mean, hey, it is what it is. You still hoop?
I still do. We got a basketball court at the hotel, so it's my goal to get shots up every morning. I went this morning, still got it, still working on my shots in case, I decide to have a career change somehow, some way. So
I love the confidence.
But I want to know, who's your player comp though? Like if you're a hooper comp, and you can lie a little bit if you want.
I don't know. I never thought about that. I used to say Steph Curry because I was always more of a shooter, but I was pretty good at facilitating too. So I'd probably go with Steph Curry.
You've been famous your whole life, okay? First of all, I can't believe you're this old now. I'm not gonna put your age out there like that because that means that puts my age out there like that. But how often are you recognized just in everyday life? Does it ever get overwhelming for you?
Nah, it does get overwhelming. Now that I'm playing banana ball, I hear it every day. If you don't know what banana ball is, you should look it up. It's a fun way of playing baseball. It's very entertaining for everybody. And so all the time we have to meet we have to meet fans before the game and after the game. In every single game, I always get, oh, my parents watched you, or the parents come up, oh, I watched you. So it doesn't get overwhelming. It's just, it's a feeling that's like, You know how when something significant happens and it gives you that like nostalgic feeling? I look at it that way. Like people remember where they were when they, watched me play. So it's a good feeling, if that makes sense.
I love that.
Speaking of, what was the highlight for you playing for the Indianapolis Clowns?
I never thought in my life I would be going to any of the Dakotas, and we got to play in North Dakota, and I thought that was super cool. Like that was right after my birthday. I was like, okay, I get to go to, that's my birthday gift, get to go to North Dakota. Like who like no one plans a trip to North Dakota.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think like no one who doesn't live in the Dakotas thinks they ever gonna go to the Dakotas, because I had the same experience before I went.
No shit, I wanted to go to the Dakota because I'm making my way through the 50 states. Okay, the Dakotas gonna get you every time.
The Dakotas gonna get you.
Not much there, but I'm sure you could find something.
Did you find something, Monet?
No, I stayed in the hotel.
Okay, I'm in your business. Oh my goodness. But you mentioned that you play banana ball, and I know that comes with a lot of fun too. Do you dance? Do you dance on the field? I know that Savannah's different, but like, run us through the dancing and stuff.
I mean, I'm not the best, but I can get a little 1-2 in.
I see the shoulders moving.
Yeah, a little song.
A little song.
I feel like that's what keeps you engaged, especially if it's a dance you like. So 2020, everybody was doing TikTok dances. And so we kind of still do that just on the field. And I started posting TikToks more just because I think it's fun. So I could dance a little bit, but like, don't expect me to go in a dance circle and dance for a minute straight. I can give you a good 15 seconds and hop right out.
Give you a nice little 2-8 counts. Not too much.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
too much.
I feel like women's sports has been having a lot of like breakthrough moments recently. The WNBA, women's hockey, women's rugby. Why do you think now is a good time for women's baseball?
I mean, you just said it. With all these leagues coming up and all the attention that they're getting, I feel like why not add another one? Why not bring a refreshing sport? Everybody looks at baseball as kind of boring. Not gonna lie, it is pretty boring. And I feel like us as women, we bring a special energy to the field. And I think it's just gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. I'm excited about the behind the scenes stuff. Like we're in the same hotel for 8 weeks. So like I'm gonna be filming a lot, doing a bunch of TikToks, just like behind the scenes to show the personalities that we have, because that's what really keeps people engaged, is that personality off the field and then performing well on the field as well. So you get new faces that you haven't seen before, new personalities, new content. I think overall it's gonna be so much fun.
I mean, I know we started this talk with Unrivaled and seeing each other in Philly, but Unrivaled is like that too, right? One location. I remember Chelsea Grace saying like, it was cute until you lose and you got to walk down the hallway and see the people who just beat you. So what do you think the competition is going to be like being in one location? I mean, yeah, the TikToks are great, but the competition, what about it?
I mean, it's only 4 teams, so I think each time it's going to get more and more competitive. Like, you don't want to keep losing to the same team over and over again. And then they just had the WBC, which is the World Baseball Classic. And so USA, Australia, Mexico, USA kind of ran through everybody. So I know these other countries, the players on their team, they're going to be ready to compete. So it's like, we got to be able to keep that competition up. So, I mean, if we get spanked bad, yeah, it's going to be hard. But at the end of the day, is you got to have that next play mentality, and you don't want that to happen again. So it's going to come, it's going to come back to where you just, that competition in you, that competitiveness is just going to come out, and you don't want to lose to the same team when there's only 4 teams in this league.
Come on, athlete.
Speaking of being like prepared for the competition, let's talk about like your practice schedule, your training special. Like, how are you getting ready for the first pitch?
So when I was playing, I've been playing banana ball since April, and we are basically practicing almost every day unless we're traveling. So I would always hit in the cages with the guys. I would take fly balls with the guys, BP with the guys. I started standing in. Well, I did it once because we've been on a break, but I would stand in when the pitcher's throwing their bullpen just to get my timing down, and then just work on little things that I need to adjust. So that way when I got here, the first pitch, it'll feel like nothing, just because I've been practicing so much. And we have a practice schedule here. So we had a meeting today. We'll practice tomorrow. We'll practice throughout the week, and then play your first game Saturday.
I mean, that's super dope because it's like what you're doing is historic. So I wonder, like, when you're practicing with the guys at Banana Ball, like, is everyone like rallying behind you? Is everyone like, all right, you're about to go do the thing, you know?
Do the thing.
Nah, for sure. I'd say since I got there in April, they've been like asking me, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Like, at first I didn't take BP with them. I didn't take fly balls with them just because I felt like I was overstepping what I was supposed to do. But then once the head coach was like, you have for season 2, get in there. They wouldn't mind. They don't care. They started helping me out so much. They're just getting me ready, and they're just like, I can't wait to see you kill it out there. I know they're going to be watching as many games as they can. So just to have that support from your male counterparts is just a lot. It means so much. So I'm playing for them. I'm playing for myself, my family, the next generation. But they've grown they've helped me grow so much, and we've become a family that. I'm also playing for them, and with, like you said, you asked me about the Clowns, like that's my team. That's who I'm representing when I play.
If I were to tell 13-year-old Monet that she'd be playing professional baseball today, what do you think she would have said?
I wouldn't believe you. I wouldn't believe that was a thing, just because I didn't know any other. I knew girls played baseball, but I didn't know it was that serious. So I wouldn't believe if anybody said anything about me being a professional baseball player. I wouldn't believe anything, because that wasn't my goal. At 13, my goal was to go to UConn, become the next Maya Moore, go to the WNBA and be playing in it. That was my goal. Like that's what I knew. So I wouldn't believe anything anyone had to say about me being around baseball when I got older.
Oh my God, but you had such a path though. Like I remember when you committed and everybody was up because you chose an HBCU. Like, why did you choose an HBCU? First of all, shout out to HBCU. But just talk to me about the college path of it all.
Yeah. Shout out to Hampton. Hampton was such a fun time, but it's all about doing your research. So I did my research about different schools, and I reached out to different schools because I decided to play softball, like I said, in 11th grade. And by that time, all these colleges have their commits already. So they're not looking for new commits. So I reached out to a bunch of HBCUs, and Hampton got back to me, and then we toured the campus. I went to a camp. I got to meet the dean of journalism because that's what I wanted to study. So I got to meet the dean, and she took me on a personal visit with my family during homecoming. And so
you had a time.
Yeah.
I'm about to say that's what got you. That homecoming what got you.
Ate you pride.
Once I walked up, they were like, "You want a plate? You want a plate?" And I looked at my mom. I'm like, they don't even know who I am. Like, why are they offering me food? Like, in Philly,
the fish fry and everything.
Never be offering food. Like, that's what sold me. But I just was like, I keep it in the back of my mind. I'm like, dang, this actually feels like home. It's not too far from home, but it's a good distance to mature and to grow. And once I met the dean, and she kind of took me under her wing to help me out with everything, it's kind of like a solidified decision. I had no second guesses at all. But going there, it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. Like, I have so many friends and so many different avenues. I don't know. Something about Hampton just has a special place in my heart. I go back for homecoming. My little sister's going there next year. So it's just like, it's just a family atmosphere that, I miss now, but I'm glad I made that decision.
Look, speaking of research, this is Everyone Watches Women's Sports. So there's a wide range of sports covered, and a lot of people don't know how different softball and baseball are. So can you describe some of the challenges? I'm sorry, did I take your question?
That was truly my next question.
Sorry.
But no, I'm happy. No, I'm saying we're becoming a thing.
I love this for us.
And I love this for us. Like,
no.
It's happening.
Okay, anyway, sorry. Monet, this is about you. It's about you. So can you describe some of the challenges or just some of the differences between softball and baseball?
Yeah. Some of the differences, well, obviously the pitcher's throwing underhand and the ball's rising as it's coming to you, compared to baseball where it's kind of coming down on an angle. The bases are closer. The pitchers, it seems like the pitcher's throwing harder, but it's probably the same amount of reaction time. The field's just smaller. You have women who are going to slap it, so they're running out the box while they're hitting the ball, which is very difficult because the bases are shorter, like I said, so you got to really release it quickly. It's just a faster paced game. Like, the game could finish in an hour and a half compared to baseball where it could be 2 hours plus. But other than that, the rules are kind of the same. You have a certain amount of innings. Whoever scores more runs, they win the game. You have to wait till the ball's release before you can take a lead, which is basically get off the base or steal. That's kind of really it. Other than that, everything's basically the same. It's just a bat and the ball. Got to try to
A bat and a ball.
You know, got fielders.
Bat and ball on base.
Literally, that's really it. But there's like small things that are a little different.
Well, thanks for explaining the game to us because and everybody out there because they are different. So now it's time for our own very little game. It's a rapid fire.
Yes.
I suppose I shall start and we will go like that. Okay, Monet, your walkout song or walk-up song right now.
So I have a couple. I know it's rapid fire, but I have a few. Lately, it's been "Who's That Girl" by Eve because that's a good one, and she's from Philly, so I gotta represent Philly. After COVID, I chose "PSA" by Jay-Z because it's like allowed me to reintroduce myself, so I had that one. And then honestly, I just chose for this league. I chose a K-pop song that's more of like a women's anthem. It's called "This Is For." So just me giving a shout out for all the women that are playing in this league. It's a new women's league, so just women power.
I know this ain't about me, but my like mantra song every morning is "Let Me Blow Your Mind" by Eve. So like that's right here. That's the story of my life.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like knowing that about you.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
All right, best baseball movie of all time.
The Sandlot.
I knew you were gonna say a Sandlot because it is
Valid. It's valid. It's valid. No complaints. Biggest superstition.
Oh, I used to always play with some type of money in my back pocket, and I would always take a nap before the game.
With the money in your pocket?
No, I would just take a nap in like pajamas or something. But type of change. Like we would go to Dunkin' Donuts before the game, and I wouldn't give my mom her change back, and it would just be in my back pocket, and I would just
coins. Coins is crazy. I thought you meant like
bills, just some type of money.
yeah.
post game meal.
Chick-fil-A is fine. Chick-fil-A is good for me.
I need the order.
All right, so it depends on what I'm feeling. So if I get nuggets, I'll get the 8-count nugget meal, and then I'll get some Polynesian sauce. If I'm getting the chicken sandwich meal, I have to get no pickles, and then I get the
You're a no
barbecue
pickle
sauce.
girly?
I love pickles, just not on a sandwich.
No pickles and the barbecue sauce.
Honey roasted barbecue.
Ooh.
No, you miss the Chick-fil-A sauce with the barbecue sauce. That's the best combination.
You like a mix.
Yeah.
On the sandwich?
Well, see, I'm okay. Because of course I'm vegan. But like when I have the fries, I'll mix. Anyway, this again,
right.
not about me. The most random thing in your baseball bag.
Most random thing? Probably some Bliss Stacks or some lip balm, some.
Gotta keep the lips right.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Pitch you think you'll hit your first home run off of?
Fastball. I think that's probably the easiest one. The harder it comes in, the further it goes out.
Period. And that's in the end for rapid fire. But because the show is everyone watches women's sports, you just know who's a woman that you've been watching, whether that be growing up or right now in the women's sports space.
So for a long time, I was a huge soccer fan. So I'd watch all the women's national team games, and I love an underrated player. And so Kristen Press was my girl growing up. Like, I would represent her at all times. I have a jersey of hers. So Kristen Press for sure. But lately, for like the past few years, it's definitely Paige. I've been watching Paige a lot. I think
have
she's
similar auras. Like it's like a very similar energy. like
someone else told me that, and I was like, I don't think so, but we'll see.
not both of them. Not two people wrong. Just telling you about yourself. Well, our popular friend. Thank you so much, Monet. It's been real.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. Thanks for allowing me to come on. This is fun.
You're stuck with us now.
That's fine. Hey, bring me back at the end of the season. We'll talk about
Yeah. Oh, now that's a date. We got to do it.
Period.
it. For sure.
This was great.
Yay.
Monet is great. Love her so much. She's been famous her whole life. Literally, I can't believe time flies like that.
I feel old.
Yeah, we are old. We are old. But you know what? A tale as old as time is the dominance that is U.S. women's water polo. The U.S. senior national water polo team won gold because what's new? Because this is a dynastic program at the 2026 World Aquatics World Cup with a 13-9 victory over Spain. And if you know anything about water polo, you know that means you're intense.
Yes. You're intense, and you got that helmet on.
That helmet. But I'm like looking underwater and they're just like battling it out underwater. And I'm like, water polo's got to be miserable.
Probably one of the first times I really watched it was like the last Olympics. Like if it's on, I might just let it be on. But this time I paid attention and I was like, oh no, they're like going at it.
When I tell you, I love them. First of all, the reason why I cover them is because I was talking in a Women's Sports Foundation. I was like, I cover every sport, no matter the age level, ability, or sport. And Maggie Steffens, who was on the senior national team, she's so great, so goated in the sport. I was like, you don't cover us? And when I went on a deep dive, no pun intended, of water polo, I was like, this sport is so hard. I'm out of breath treading water sometimes. Just imagine your entire sport, like treading is the rest.
Yes. Yes. That's how you chill.
Can you swim?
I'm okay. Listen.
Okay.
I'm a city kid. So I was taught to swim at the Y.
Oh, my black band sister.
Yes. I'm a real city kid. So I am a strong pool swimmer.
Oh, I love that.
Now you put me in ocean, we're in trouble.
Okay, my goal is to get you in the ocean because I do both.
We're dealing with waves and stuff.
My name is literally Ariel. I'm like named after the mermaid, and I'm a Pisces.
But I'm good. I'm good in a pool.
Yeah,
I'm good in a pool.
Then we'll have a water polo battle.
You might. We'll see. I'm not even gonna say you might. I'm not gonna lay down for that.
Okay, because words are powerful.
It might be. Yeah, I'll be some competition. I'm gonna own it.
Period.
Yeah, let's see what's up. I get worried about you because you're more active than me, but I'm floaty.
Yeah. Yeah, buoyancy is a real thing.
I got that.
You better be our buoyant.
I got buoyancy on you all
day.
You
got buoyancy. But I got buoyancy, the long legs that will wrap around and drag you down.
That's murder.
Okay, Sam and I like to be into the thick of it. Into the swing of it. Into the swing of it.
Oh.
We have to keep y'all updated on what everyone's watching. So we just talked to her earlier, Monet Davis. She's a part of the Women's Pro Baseball League. Their opening day, August 1st, it is in true rivalry fashion. Los Angeles versus New York, okay? It's kind of like WNBA did 30 years ago. LA versus New York. Well, that's the rivalry. Really the tap off. But listen, it's going to be great on and popping. Also, we are still trying to recover from All-Star.
Still recovering,
but there's a whole second half of the season. So I don't know how these athletes are going to go play games, but it's happening. So the second half of the season is coming.
The second half of the season's coming, and I am excited. One, I'm excited because I just have more time to watch. The first half of the season, I was road heavy, but
because you're popular.
This second half, I'm going to be home a lot more, so I got just more time to tap in. I feel like whatever happened over All-Star Weekend, what happened that was most important is the mess got cleared. The air is cleared. And we're rolling into the second half of the season strong. I'm always looking forward to my Liberty. I'm always looking forward to how they're going to play.
Though she lives in Atlanta now.
Though I live in Atlanta now, so I'm also watching the Dream. But I'm just excited. I always feel like the second half of the season is when the competition just picks up.
Absolutely.
Now we're all running towards a championship. Things are real, and I just think we're going to just see some great games all around.
Lucky for you, New York and Atlanta still have to play. So there's some little matchups there. But it's do or die for these teams because only the top 8 teams make it into finals. Mind you, expansion has happened, so your odds are even less.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a fight to the finish. There's a lot of parity in the league right now.
And there's also there's some expansion teams that are like Toronto's interesting. You know what I mean? Like there's teams that are like you can't just go like, oh, they're new.
You're right.
They have nothing to do with it.
You're right.
Like, nah, they're coming.
And then going into All-Star break, even though they lost right before, Golden State has been absolutely nuts. 9 in a row is crazy. So I don't know if people who were predicting the season saw that for them, but they sure did rally.
The Velcroed and they have a lot of home support.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So much.
Already they're getting shown up for. You know what I mean? Nuts. Their mascot got a crew. She with
Shout
Ellie now.
Violet's
Violet with Ellie now.
Period. She be busting out the split. She clam slams all over the place.
There's a different sauce coming from there.
Period.
You know? Vibes all around for the Velcroed.
Vibes all around. So I just want to see. I want to see if New York can recover. I know they've had a bumpy road, but all in great competition. I was about to say all in great fun. I don't think it's gonna be all in great fun. I think it's gonna be all in great grit.
Yeah. New York's gonna have to dig it out.
Yep. Yeah,
but they can do it.
They can. I fully believe New York and Atlanta are probably in the same predicament of like inconsistencies. But we'll see. We talk about them a lot because that's where we live. But you know, it is what it is. Also, this is completely not here, but it's Tour de France Femme, August 1st through the 9th. The total distance 1,175 kilometers. And that's just nuts to me.
A lot of bike.
That's just nuts.
A lot of bike.
Yeah, it's a lot of pedaling. Fun fact about Ari, she can't ride a bike. She can do literally everything else but ride a bike. So
I finally shine.
You've been shining this whole time, Sam. I'm not on tour for comedy. I don't move people and make them laugh.
This is the one thing, because you're always like, I'm gonna make you surf, and I'm gonna make you tumble,
but you know what's crazy? Like surfing, skydiving, circuit fitness, all the things, but I cannot ride a bike.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you balance, baby. Get on this bike.
Yeah, I'm terrified actually. The ground is hard. Water, at least you can.
The older you get, too, the scarier a bike situation is.
Like I'll jump from a plane 10 times before I try to pedal down the street. It's kind of nuts.
I can teach you. I've done this before.
Oh my god!
With someone that was not a child.
You were just talking about the U.S. women's water polo with the helmets. Yeah. I am like.
We'll get you together.
Am I gonna have a good helmet? Is it knee pad? So,
all of it,
all the pads, because I can't.
You gotta.
If y'all see me with scratches and bruises, it's because of Sam, and she got me on a bike, and I'm just gonna be so embarrassed.
I think you'll kill it like real easy.
We can do hard things. We can do hard things. But we can also talk to y'all every single Thursday. We'll see you next week.
Yes,
this has been so real.